an opportunity to chart a new path forward for humanity in a more equitable, healthy, and sustainable world. That's what the birth of the 7 billionth person symbolises, according to the United Nations. 7 billion of us now, living on this big old chunk of rock. The mind boggles. 7 billion. It was 4.4 billion, I think, in 1981 when I was born. It was 6 billion in 1999. It could be 9 billion by the middle of this century. Quote, "A world of 7 billion can have thriving cities, productive labour forces that fuel economies, and in particular, youth populations that contribute to the well-being of societies." Well, the world already has those things. Up to a point, you know. But the world also has war, poverty, disease, slavery, tyranny, terrorism, unemployment, alienation, and so on. I don't see the world's problems going away the way things have been going. I can't see us charting a new path forward. Not a positive path, anyway. The world is not just. It is not right. It is not fair or reasonable. Greed rules the world. Bullies hold the highest positions of power. Corruption and violence are everywhere. How does the UN propose we make our world more equitable, more healthy? How do we create a sustainable world? I mean, what's happening now? We are consuming ourselves to death. That's what I think. If we keep going like this, it won't be long before seriously unpleasant things start to happen. Perhaps it's already too late to stop it, I don't know. If we want to seize the opportunity to chart a new path forward for humanity, then big changes are needed, of course. Planet-sized changes, actually. The UN cannot affect the necessary changes, the big changes, you know. It doesn't have the power. The UN, it does do some good, no question, but let's be honest, the organisation itself serves the war system. It serves the sovereign nation-state system. The very system that's leading us to destruction, maybe. Maybe soon. I wonder, where will we be years from now? when the, say, 8th billionth person enters our world, will that baby be born into a more equitable, healthy and sustainable world? Or will that baby be born into a world of rapidly depleting resources, where nations are at each other's throats? Will that baby be born into a world of peace and plenty? Or will the child be born into a world of war and want? You know, it's all well and good having UN spokespersons or UN executive directors making right, pretty speeches, facing the camera and making all the right noises. But that isn't changing anything, is it? Pretty speeches won't change the world. Mass action might. Intelligent action might. Calculated action might. But it's the people who have to change things. The politicians and the diplomats, they won't. They can't. Not in my view. Most people do want a more equitable, healthy and sustainable world. That's great. How do we get there? Well, we have to replace the war system with a peace system. We have to replace the rule of the bully with the rule of law. We have to stop using fossil fuels. We do. We have to invest in green energy and green technology. Intelligent people have been saying things like this for decades now. Not enough people are getting the message, obviously. Some are ignoring the warnings. This frustrates me, as I know it does others. But anyway, welcome to the world, 7th billionth person, and I hope for your sake that by the time you reach my age, the world will be a much brighter place. Peace. Catch you later, folks.